Robbie, how are you doing?
Yeah, good, thank you.
I'm very well, thanks. We start with the weekend. Decent away performance, that. Very decent 3 points.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. Obviously, everyone knows how hard it is to go there, and the fans make it really horrible. But we knew if we kept them quiet, that the fans would turn on them quite early, and I think we frustrated them most of the game. I think we played really well as a team. We are obviously going to ride your luck at times, but the boys at the back did very well.
And at long last, you're back at Rodney Parade with a very decent crowd for the first time in a long time, in too long, really, Robbie. I bet you're looking forward to it.
Yeah, I can't wait. Obviously, for me, it's been a bit longer because obviously my time away, but yeah, all the boys are really looking forward to it. The boys are excited, and obviously the new boys, it's going to be something new for them. We've got a good record against the Premier League sides, so hopefully we can carry that on tomorrow night.
Wayne Hatswell was just saying that a couple of the new signings will have to be told exactly where Rodney Parade is. It's all new to them, and it says everything, doesn't it? Really, that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, unfortunately, the pitch hasn't been ready, so the boys have only been able to go to the training ground. So yeah, I think we'll have to put a message in tonight just to give them the directions of where to go, and hopefully they make it there by kickoff.
If you were sitting down with one of them and having to describe what Rodney Parade looks like, what it sounds like on a night like a cup night, if you want, how would you tell them? How would you describe it to them?
I would just say it's a special place to play in a game like that. The noise is deafening at times, and the crowd make it a real fortress for us. In recent history, obviously teams have turned up and didn't really fancy it. So yeah, I'd tell the boys that they're in for a special occasion.
You mentioned those previous games. I think this is the 9th side of the current Premier League that would have taken on Newport in recent years. You've played against all of them so far.
Yeah.
What are your standout memories of all those ties?
Obviously, Man City is probably the biggest one for us. The calibre of players that they've got and how good they were professionally. They were probably the best side that have come to Rodney Parade, not just ability-wise, but how serious they took the game. But yeah, that's probably the biggest game for us, I think, because they didn't go, second string side against us. I think they played everyone. So that's probably a standout for me, is the City game.
You've got plenty of special memories to choose from in that regard. Did you think, Robbie, that you wouldn't have the chance to add to those in a Newport shirt?
Yeah, probably. I think once someone goes on loan, I think unless they're a young kid, then you probably think your time's up. But I've been given another opportunity to play for the club, and that's one that I'm very grateful getting.
You said at the time of the move that your confidence was pretty low. You needed that change. I'm sure that still stands. What did you learn about yourself, and what did you learn about your connection with Newport during your time away?
Yeah, I mean, I left purely for football reasons. I wasn't playing, and for me, I didn't want to just sit on my contract until the end of the season. And like many footballers out there, I've got a young family, and I need to be earning a contract for next year, and I couldn't be sitting on the bench, so I wanted to go and do that. But yeah, I probably needed it. I probably needed time away, just to freshen up, really, and I've come back, and I feel fresh in the mind, fresh in the body. So I think it's time away that was needed, and I'm getting in good performances now. So it obviously shows that it was something that was worth doing.
What were the conversations like with the manager, both before you go in? Because you've known each other a long, long time, teammates before you were manager and player. I'm sure they were honest conversations, knowing Flinney. Were they tough at times? And then the one when you had a new contract, was that a surprising one?
Yeah, I think because, like you said, we've known each other a long time, and they were honest conversations because, I have to go to him and I have to say that, I want to go and play elsewhere because of obviously opportunities, and the boys were doing so well, and that was hard for me to do. And fortunately for me, he was good. He let me go and do what I needed to do. And yeah, the conversation coming back was good. He just said to me, I can get out of this season whatever I want to do. And I've been here a long time, so I know how the club works, know the changing room, and I feel like I'm a big part of that. So it was easy just to slot back in for me.
It's certainly showing. There's a goal to your name already, which always helps. And now a big cup night. What is it about that dressing room that provides so many shocks, so many classic matches in these competitions?
I think we just get a real good group of players together. It's a team of men, and we make it so hard for teams to come here. I think any fixture, I think when people see that they've got Newport away, I think they always know they're in for a tough night, especially the big sides. I'm not sure what it is. We seem to just turn it on against the Premier League sides. But yeah, I think the boys, you've just got to buy into what the club is, and the boys have done that.
And a new pitch for you to enjoy yourself on tomorrow night. Sometimes some of those cup specials have been cut because the pitch has been poor, but this side will enjoy this surface, won't they?
Yeah, we've heard it's going to be a good surface for us to play on, and the boys have just got to show their ability on it and perform to how we have been from the start of the season, and hopefully we can cause another shock on, which hopefully will be a very, very good pitch for us.
I wish you all the best, Robbie.
Cheers, thank you.
Hey, Robbie, you seem to be sort of relishing this sort of role you've got. You seem to be playing with an element of freedom. Is that fair to say? Sort of.
Yeah, I think so. I think at Exeter I was given a lot of freedom to go and play, and I've come back and I've been also given a lot of freedom to go and play and make things happen further up the pitch. I think a lot of people have seen me this season. I think they've been saying that I'm playing central midfield and things like that, but I've got freedom to go and play in the midfield and wide. So I think Oldham I was playing in the second half majority down the left, and on Tranmere I was playing majority down the right. I have to sort of see how the game's panning out and see where I can get most joy, and that's what I've been doing. Yeah, but I feel like I've got a real freedom this season.
Because you've got teammates who are equally able to be fluid as well, aren't they? Like Finn's come in and done well, and Jermaine and things like that. There are players that can float around as well to help you on that front.
Yeah. They both got unbelievable ability. Jermaine can go either way. Finn's great in the pockets and can pick up great positions. So yeah, for me, I have to sort of work off of them as well. It's not just me getting freedom. I have to work off of them, and naturally I can fill in more of a defensive role. So, I have to just sort of work off their positioning, not just mine, but yeah, they can also pick up great positions, and they are floating around. And like you saw Saturday, they both put in great games.
So all those years as a utility man are paying off because you can read it.
It is. It's because I just believe that the way the game's going now, you can't just have one position because the game's evolving so much. So for me, for my time here under Justin and now obviously under the gaffer now, I've learned so much positioning wise that it's probably given me more games than what I ever expected to get, because I'm able to find positions in the people might not like it obviously as much, but I think that's what players need to do. They need to probably work on more than just one position.
And back to sort of end of last season, how was it watching? Well, if you did watch Wembley, did it feel like you were watching your former club, or did you just not know what was going to happen?
I didn't really know what was going to happen. I watched the game with my family, and obviously we were cheering the team on, and obviously couldn't get the result. And it was heartbreaking to watch. And but yeah, honestly, I didn't know what was going to happen. I just had to wait and see what the decision was from the club. And lucky for me, I got another opportunity.
And you're part of the core that still there, one of the 200 club.
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm at I think I'm over 250 appearances now for the club. So I just want to keep going. Really, I've been here. I think I'm going into my 5th year now under the gaffer, and I think I was here for about 2.5 years under Justin. So I just want to keep building my appearances and hopefully stay here for many more years.
I'm confident of another promotion challenge. Hopefully, seems to have the depth of squad. And
I think it's way too early to be shouting the promotion word around, but I think like a team like us, I think we just want to go underneath the radar, keep putting in performances, and if we carry on like we did Saturday, then we've got a chance of doing something this season.
Good stuff. You can tell your experience there. Same answer as James Clark, so it's very good. Cheers, mate. Thanks.
Robbie, Wayne was saying that this is a free. Wayne was saying this is a free hit for you, and it seems to be from all the cup games you've had, you've just rolled up your sleeves, relished the opportunity, and played without any fear.
Yeah, I mean there's I know everyone says it in this position, but there is literally no pressure on us whatsoever tomorrow. We've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. If we go and beat Southampton, then again we're going to be the giant killers, and I think that's, I think because of recent years, I think people are expecting it. I think people are expecting us to do something. But yeah, like Wayne says, it is a free hit, and we can just go out there, like you said, roll our sleeves up, and we just enjoy the occasion.
Yeah. I mean, even though the 2 games last year that went to penalties, you played so well against Newcastle and Brighton, didn't you?
Yeah, obviously we changed our style of play last season, and we were playing more football. And it showed, obviously we beat Swansea, beat Watford, and then the 2 games went to penalties against 2 Premier League sides. It just shows how far we've come and the performances that the boys are putting in.
From a style point of view, has it changed much this season? Have the new players been able to adapt to what the manager wants, or is there been a few tweaks and nuances?
No, I think the boys have come in and really adapted well to what the gaffer and Wayne want to do this season. But we can't just be a footballing side. We've got to have another string to our bow, and obviously we've got different threats up front. Obviously now we've signed Alex. We still got Jordan Greenwich, obviously, for people to see, and obviously they're target men, and you need something different in this division. You can't just obviously be reliant on playing football. But yeah, I think the boys have come in and done well, and like I said, we got different options this season.
What do you make of Southampton?
I only watched the first half on Sunday, but they're always a good side. They've got some very, very good technical football players. So it'll be interesting to see who will be playing tomorrow. But like any side that comes to Rodney Parade in the FA, like what we've had previous, any side that they put out is going to be a very, very good side.
Yeah. Great. Well, give them hell. That's the thing.
Thank you. We'll try.
Cheers.
Robbie, can I ask you? Obviously, it's a stage of the competition where Premier League sides often sort of rest a few players, first team players. But from your point of view, would you sort of rather come up against their second string, or would you rather test yourself against first choice players?
I don't think we don't really mind either way. I think we've played both of them sort of options before. And like City come here and played their 4-11, and they obviously beat us comfortably. And then we played teams who have come here and made changes like Leicester did, and we've managed to beat the sort of second side that they've got out. But I think from their point of view, I think obviously if we play against sort of players who haven't been getting much minutes, we can catch them cold, and they might have a slow start and stuff like that. And but yeah, either way, we don't really mind, because whoever they play is going to have a lot of Premier League experience. So you'd like to think that they're professional enough to come here and put in good performances for themselves.
Good man. Thanks for your time.
Cheers.